Release of Israeli hostages and Palestinian prisoners hailed as a significant step towards ending the Gaza war, but challenges remain. The other top headline from overseas: US President Donald Trump has praised Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi without naming him, saying India is a great country with a good friend of mine at the top. Pakistani Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif announces his intention to nominate US President Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize again. We'll bring you all the compliments he's given Donald Trump in a couple of moments from now. And US President Donald Trump has promised lasting peace in the Middle East after signing a Gaza ceasefire deal with the leaders of Qatar, Egypt and Turkey. Israel should not count on European leaders quickly forgetting the deaths of tens of thousands of Palestinians in Gaza, even if Donald Trump's peace deal succeeds in ending the war. That's the candid private view of diplomats, politicians and officials in Brussels, London and beyond, who are convinced that their efforts to pressure Israel into a ceasefire have paid off and must in fact continue. We've seen the guns go silent, but in terms of Gaza and the situation there, it remains grim. Now, several hostages released from Gaza were reunited with their families on Monday in Tel Aviv. We're now going to show you some heartwarming visuals. You really don't need a track or an audio from our side on this. It's just bare emotions of families reuniting after 2 years. Shifting focus to Gaza now. In Gaza, a long-awaited homecoming has finally begun. After more than 2 years of war, thousands of Palestinians are returning only to find their homes gone, their neighborhoods flattened, and they're finally coming home to peace. But how fragile will this peace be is the question, and the bigger question here is, who will rebuild Gaza?
The war may have paused in Gaza, but for thousands returning home, it looks more like the beginning of a new battle.
أنا بدي أمان إنه أقعد في أرضي حوالين خيمتي، بدي خيمة إنه تقويني تقوي أولادي، وبدي أمان. أنا المرة فاتت رحت على شارعنا لقينا هيك حرامية، بدنا أمن.
The ceasefire, now in its early days, has allowed families to return. Many are using whatever transport they can find. But in their quest of finding shelter, Palestinians are being greeted by a disaster. According to the UN, nearly 80% of homes in northern Gaza have been either damaged or fully destroyed. Entire neighborhoods are now just mounds of broken concrete and twisted steel. And in some areas, not even a single house stands.
ضلوا مسكتين لما راحت الدنيا، بعدين قاموا يعملوا صلح ويعملوا. كان تحركتوا من الأول، كان انجبتونا من زمان بدل هالدمار والخراب. إيش ضايل فيها غزة؟ ما ضايل فيها غير أهلها الميتين. إحنا ميتين، روح بلا جسد، أموات. إحنا أموات.
More than 61 million tons of debris, the weight of 25 Eiffel Towers needs to be cleared. And rebuilding? The World Bank estimates it could take over $50 billion and years of work. But for now, most just want to survive the day. Aid remains scarce, there's no clean water, no power. Many sleep in makeshift shelters or tents, if they're lucky enough to find one.
لا حياة، لا ماء، لا شيء، دمار كامل، مربع بحاله، حي بحاله، حي المنارة بأكمله هذا راح دمار من دون ذنب أو أسية، لا في عنا فدائي ولا عنا مقاوم ولا عنا أي شيء الله خلقه.
The war began in October 2023, killing over 67,000 Palestinians. The ceasefire brokered last week offers a fragile hope for some, another chance at life for others, but not healing. Because for these returning families, the road home is not the end of the war. It's where the real struggle begins. With Arjun Samar Mahindran, Bureau Report, NDTV World.
While the Gaza homecoming begins, it's going to be a brutal homecoming for so many who were forced to leave their homes. And for all the stakeholders who are deciding the future of Gaza, there are going to be many challenges ahead. And in terms of the Gaza peace deal as well, here are the roadblocks we're going to take you through. The first, of course, being the total withdrawal of IDF from Gaza, the military troops of Israel that remain in Gaza. When will they be moved away? Is there a deadline for it? Second, Hamas ceding control of Gaza. Who will govern Gaza is the bigger question as we speak. Also, the Hamas disarming and decommissioning weapons, extremely critical at this point to maintain that ceasefire, that fragile peace that remains for now. It's been day 4. Now, Hamas turning Gaza to international trusteeship. How will this happen? Yes, there is a 20-point agenda, but how soon will these challenges be addressed is the bigger question. Moving on now, US President Donald Trump interrupted his speech on Monday evening and handed the microphone over to Pakistan Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif to address the gathering at the Sharm el-Sheikh summit on the Israel-Hamas war in Gaza. The Pakistan Prime Minister used the 5 minutes to lavish huge, heavy praise on US President Trump and called him a man of peace. Peace has been achieved after tireless efforts led by President Trump, who is genuinely a man of peace, is what Sharif said, adding that he would like to nominate Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize.
Peace has been achieved after untiring efforts led by President Trump, who is genuinely a man of peace. Pakistan had nominated President Donald Trump for Nobel Peace Prize for his outstanding, extraordinary contributions to first stop war between India and Pakistan and then achieve ceasefire along with his very wonderful team.
US President Donald Trump on Monday described Pakistan's Army Chief Asif Munir as his favorite field marshal while welcoming Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif to the stage at the Gaza Peace Summit. The friendly exchange highlighted the ties between Trump and Sharif as leaders from over 20 nations gathered for the high-profile peace summit.
Prime Minister Sharif of Pakistan, and also, I have to say, my favorite field marshal from Pakistan, who's not here, but the Prime Minister is here, and you're going to give his regards. Where are you? There you go. Thank you very much.